A warm good morning, good afternoon to one and all. Today I will be dealing with the topic from data to decisions, role of artificial intelligence in survey analytics and advisory services in home science extension. Before starting the lecture, I won't be like telling that what is the definition of AI, because I hope in our today's session, in since the morning, we all are going through this role of AI in home science discipline and all. And so now I'll be just jotting down how and what is the present scenario of extension in the home science sector. We are now recently the largest. India is the country with the maximum population in the world, and its projection for the 2050 is almost around 1.7 billion people. With this vast amount of population, now the focus of our discipline, this has been shifted more towards the family welfare, towards the nutrition issues, the health issues, covering the livelihoods, and also the sufficient and sustainable resource management. And along with this, we need to focus towards our diverse groups, especially focusing on the women, children, and rural households. Now what we know, the ratio of extension agents to farmer in India, this ratio has been lowered down since the earlier times, and now according to a recent like NAS newsletter review, it's almost 1 is to 5,000, which is very low. So as we know, along with this growing population, the ratio is lowering down, and it is a serious concern in our home science as well as agricultural discipline in the extension sector. We have to find out some way out to come out of this scenario, and how our like research findings and whatever all new things are coming can reach properly to the end our clientels, that is who are our we are focusing towards, that is the women, the children, and as well as the rural people also. And along with this, the increasing demand for timely and need based information is gradually rising, because in earlier times, what it was happening in the traditional extension services, since it was only the manpower who were delivering the information, reaching to the last mile was a serious problem, and real time data monitoring was also a serious concern. And as we all know, to jot down all these, our this discipline of extension education, it acts as a bridge between the policymakers, the researchers, and to our end clientels. So our extension system is facing with some of the challenges, which are this manual and time intensive survey. So basically, the major focus of research in extension in home science discipline, it like focuses on primarily doing the surveys. Since we all go for it manually and visit the places personally, it is very much time taking, and we have to complete it within a particular time frame. So it takes a large amount of time. So we have to find out some other solutions. The next problem is the real time data gathering. And because of this, sometimes what happens, we face the problem of recall problem, because when we gather the data, we note down or jot down everything, but by the time we come back to our place and like place it manually, some of the information gets lost. So this is also a concern for us. And the other problems are generalized advisory services. They are not very much specific to our clientele's need or what are their demands. And another major problem is this digital divide and the data gaps which are coming, because what sometimes we feel what is the realistic data in the field scenario is not coming to us, particularly to the researchers. And so some lacunas are also there when we frame the solutions. So along with that, you can also see that I have also mentioned, like tracking the impact and feedback is a problem. Like managing the human resources is also a problem, which I told earlier also. And the last one is our low outreach and last mile connectivity. In India, if I talk about the Indian scenario, there are many places like in the hills, also in the northeastern India, also, like if we can't reach to the people who all are there in the villages at the right time, so what all are our like objectives or motto will not be properly fulfilled. So to come out of these challenges, we have to think out of like an alternative solution. And in this space, AI, that is artificial intelligence, can come out as a game changer in the survey areas and as well as for the advisory services. So today, basically, I will be majorly focusing on two particular aspects. That is role of AI in the survey analytics. That is when we go for data collection, and what all like AI tools we will be using that will like make our jobs more easier, and like reduce the time requirement, and as well as the loss of data will also be like minimal in this kind of setup. And the second one is role of AI in the advisory services. So coming to the first one, that is what all artificial intelligence tools we are now using for the survey techniques. So here you can see a table where I have mentioned, this table is continued to next slide also, different like survey tools. So the first one is Kobo Toolbox. Kobo Toolbox, I think you can all see this. And the second one is ODK, that is Open Data Kit. The third one is Survey CTO. Then today I'll be majorly showing and focusing you the how to use this Kobo toolkit for our data collection, and how AI has been introduced in that Kobo tool box, so that it can facilitate our data collection and survey models. Means whenever our number of population, our population is a large or vast sample we are using, then this kind of toolbox or AI based like survey techniques can immensely help us with our survey jobs. And the last two are Viamo and Tumaini app. So coming to the previous slide, see here you can see this Kobo toolbox. It is not a new one. Actually, it was developed in 2005 by Harvard Humanitarian Initiative. And recently, that is in 2024, it has integrated some AI features in it. And the best thing about this Kobo toolbox is it is free to use for all the academicians and the professionals. So all the PhD students or master's degree students, or even it may be of graduation students who are doing their RAWE or like going for any kind of like data collection or survey technique, they can download it in their phones also. And as well as first they have to like log in and register in their laptops. So what are its privileges? So coming to its privileges, it gives us the real time GPS. That is nowadays this GPS tagged data collection has become very much essential, because many a times this is what I say, like it is a bottleneck of our extension research or an ethical problem, that many a times the validity that whether student has already actually or physically she or he has gone to the place and collected the real data is a serious concern. So its real-time GPS tracker will validate our data to latitudes and longitudes. Next important thing is in this kind of setup, like with this app, we can collect data in remote places also, and even in the last mile connectivity where we do not have any kind of internet connection. So we can collect data in offline mode also. And later, when we come back to an area which have internet connectivity, this data will be stored in the databases of Kobo Toolkit. So, and next, the third important part is what I am mentioning, that recently what artificial intelligence tool feature they have introduced is this automated data validation and The major one is like transcription of data. Like if I am recording some data in their local languages, this tool will automatically help it to give the transcript to us, and it will give us real-time transcription. So any loss of data will not be there. So that's all about this Kobo toolbox, and later on I will be detailing it in a better way. Now coming to the second one, this ODK, this Open Data Kit. So this Open Data Kit, it's has been developed by University of Washington, and like it's also a open source, but it has also its cloud hosting, which I have given here. You can all see that, and one major example of the project which is using this ODK, that is Open Data Kit, is the portion tracker. As we all know, this portion tracker gives us about this nutrition and related data. So this portion tracker, it is actually using this ODK. Now coming to the third one, it is Survey CTO. This Survey CTO, it is not free. It has the subscription which starts with that amount which I have mentioned, and it is a relatively newer tool, not that much newer, but as compared to Kobo Toolkit, it has been developed later. So what it does, it develops AI form tools which detect the means how fraudulent, means we can avoid the fraudulent entries, and like survey rushing, like what all data with their AI logic, it automatically cuts down what all wrong information if we are giving to it, it already deletes it, and it only takes into account the authentic and proper data. Now, coming to the fourth one, it's an interesting AI tool, that is this Viamo, and it has for, if I say that whether it is free or not, it is having some pay per engagement properties or characteristics. For a particular thing, we have to pay, and then we can operate with it. And its major means advantages, it is having this generative AI voice, and this is very much helpful to converse with the local dialects. Many a times, so what happens when the extension agents, he or she goes to a particular local, he may not be of that particular area, and he may face some difficulties with interacting or making rapport with the local people. So if he or she is having this kind of tool in their hands, or it's handy with them, so it can already help them with interacting with them, or the people can also understand what the extension agent, he or she, is trying to deliver, or disseminate the information. So it is a voice based device, AI tracking device it's having, and it's very much helpful for going to the local people with the local dialects. And the fifth one, what I have mentioned, is Tumaimi app, and it is of more importance in the agriculture domain. It has been developed by International Center for Tropical Agriculture, and it's a CGIAR institute. And it is a very recent development. As you can see, it has been developed in 2019, and it is free of cost, and it is having a mobile app also. So what it does, many a times, we get confusion with the in agricultural field when we go to the field, or a particular farmer's household. So he may have some problem with the pest or disease infestation, or like that. So this particular app, what it helps, it identifies the plant diseases instantly. Like it is having some feature that captures the photo at instantly with the feeded data and backward and forward logic. It gives us like that if it is having this or this particular symptom, it may be this disease. So the person or individual gets aware of this, and they can find out a solution of this particular disease. So this is all about some of the important survey based AI tools, which we can use at present times for our survey analytics. And now, what I told, I will be like in depth discussing about this Kobo toolkit. So it is very handy, and I personally already had used this particular Kobo toolkit during my doctoral research. So I found it very much useful for all the students, and I will obviously suggest that you also can go for it. So what you are saying is, like if you open in your laptop this Kobo toolkit website, so first you will come across this kind of page. And here, first you have to register, get yourself registered with this. There is no subscription fee, or you don't have to pay anything. So you just have to fill some information like your name, organization, like you have to give some user IDs and all, and then you have to create an account. So creating an account is the very first step for using this Kobo toolkit. And already I had mentioned that along with this, it is having a mobile app also. So if during data collection, if anyone is not carrying their laptop, it's not any problem or any issue for them. They can just be handy with their mobile phones, Android phones, and you can collect data through your phones also. But the thing is that the form or survey questionnaire should be ready with you. So it's better that you prepare that questionnaire or survey form like prior, means like 1 week or like 10 days prior, and you can just get it checked by yourself that whether data is coming properly or not, and then go for survey. So this is the very first step. Now, like I will be talking about its core features and capabilities. So what I told, first thing is that it is having an offline functionality. That is, if you are not online also, or the place is not having any network connection also, even though you can collect your data, you need not to carry any pen paper to write it down, or uh, like you can forget the information. You can just put it there, and when you go to a network in an area where network is there, the data will be automatically restored in the server. Now the second thing is multimodal data capture. So again, this I had told, it captures the geospatial data. So this helps in validating our data or triangulating our data, like whatever we have collected, and it's real and true to the fact. Now the second thing is, it's a media feature. That is, its high resolution photo taking ability also helps us to gather some of the data. Like many a times, like when we do participatory rural appraisal or PRA techniques, there are different kinds of seasonal calendars or charts, like which we prepare along with our respondents or clientels in the village itself. And then taking this photo and capturing it like becomes very difficult many a times in a pen paper mode. So with this feature, we can along with our survey, can save that particular photo with us and use it for our later use, or during our data analysis. And the third thing is the signature. That is, digital consent is directly given focus here, because like many a times we ask our clients some of their financial like standards, or like some of their personal questions, which maybe we are have to taken their consent before, and we have to know, ensure that whether they are willing to tell us or not, and if they're not willing to mention their names also. So that kind of facility is also there, that digital consent can be taken automatically. Now, the coming to the third one, like it is having advanced logic validation, like the skip logic, and it's also a very interesting thing. Like sometimes what happens in pen paper mode, when we go for survey and ask the respondent that whether you are having livestock, like he says like no or yes, then we don't have that a logical tree, that if it is yes, then we will move to some in-depth questions, and if it is no, we will already skip to the next one. so it becomes like a tiring factor in pen paper mode. But this app Kobo Toolkit, it is having this skip logic. So if somebody says no, it will automatically cancel the other questions, and it will then just skip to the next portion. And again, its validation rules, it prevents like what are the impossible entries, like for any nutrition survey, like setting up of child says, like many a times in pen paper mode, what we do, we manually just put this, or sometimes manipulation also happens. So this kind of errors we can avoid while using this Kobo toolkit. Now the fourth one is its AI enhanced features, that is automated transcription. And another important is thematic analysis. This thematic analysis is also an like important feature. Like if we are doing questioning the farmer or our clientele, and he is giving some descriptive kind of answers. So what this Kobo toolkit will do, first it will record whatever answer our clientele they are giving, and then from that answer it will pick out the thema. Means like if we are going to 10 farmers and asking them like what are their dietary standards, or what all their like nutritious foods they are taking. So if 10 farmers are telling 10 different things, it will catch everything, and then the common particular things of those 10 farmers, they will automatically catch it out or pick it up. So these are themas. So it automatically already helps in doing the quality theme analysis, and it makes our like data analysis and like survey more easier. And like after coming back to home or after coming back to room, we can already like just catch it out or pick it up, that okay, this particular themes are in common, so we can go forward with this. Now the last one is its real time monitoring. What I told, that along with the data feeding, we can also check in our like through that app also, in the Excel, that downloading that Excel, that whether whatever we are telling or whatever our respondent is saying is particularly captured and properly fed in the systems or not. Now, this is a deep step-by-step guide for collecting household data. So first thing is that in laptop, you have to go through the link, that Kobo toolkit, and you have to download, not download, you have to just get yourself registered, first sign in. You have to create your own account, and then you go to the next part, that is designing the household survey. So here what we have to do, here we have to click the new button, and here we have to like give the name of the survey. Like if it is a village household based survey, like wealth based survey or nutrition based survey, we have to give that name. And then we have to get our data fed into it. Like we have to if you are willing, you can like use this GPS tracker. Then we have to add some IDs, and then rosters, everything will be means you have to do step by step in this uh, survey form. Now, coming to the step 3, after going means preparing the form in your laptop, you can download this app in your mobile. Now you can open the app, go to the settings and server, and then you can log in into the app through your already given username and password. And like you can get that already filled form, like whatever form you have already made. Or again, in your mobile also, if you want to create a new form or new survey sheet, you can get it also done from there also. And coming to the fourth step, that is collecting the data, real time data from the field. So the first step is that you have to open that form, and then you have to conduct the interview, and what all data they are giving, you have to feed it them in the form, and you have to save the form and exit. And later you can send the data, like when you are coming to the area where it is having net, or if that area is also having net, you just have to click on the send finalized form, and the data will be automatically stored in a Excel sheet. So, yes, here it's also another time saving technique, because in traditional extension surveys, what we do, first we collect the data in a pen paper mode, then come and then feed each and every data. And sometimes during feeding also some kinds of manual errors are also happening. So this particular using toolkit will help in escaping those kinds of errors which are coming during that manual feeding of data, or any kind of data loss, or like data exaggeration, like if we are giving means too much high value or low value to any kind of data. And so that's all about this Kobo toolkit. And like after getting the forms filled or doing the survey, what we can do, we can view the result. And for result, we have to use the table to view this whatever data we have fed, and then we can also analyze the data and download the Excel sheet also if we want to analyze the data in some other apps. So here you can see this Kobo toolkit. It had been selected in 2025 as WSIS Prize champion for its AI innovation. What I told, this voice-based transcription. And here in this picture, you can see that how these forms are being made, and how like this local specific data we can take through this Kobo toolkit. Now, it was a brief about role of AI in survey analytics. And now coming to the advisory services. When we talk about advisory services in extension, we generally come upon these decision support systems, these expert systems, this predictive analysis, and natural language programming. So, this introduction of AI and incorporation of AI, all these are not new, although this expert system has been using since a very long time. But when we are using the AI feature in it, like uses of fuzzy logic, then it can help us to like avoid some of the discrepancies, like with the backward chaining and forward chaining of data. Like forward chaining means we are already having some symptoms, like this particular if I talk about child nutrition. So if somebody is facing any problem, any kind of problem with uh, nutrition deficiency or not, then we can like feed like, okay, first this is having this problem, and then this problem leads to this thing, this problem leads to again this thing, and so okay, finally that particular child is affected with this disease. So this is forward chaining. And backward chaining means we know that the child, particular child, is having this kind of disease or this disease, and so we have to find out like what deficiency he or she is having. So this fuzzy logic introduction into this expert system has made the systems more easier and handy to use. And talking about this decision support system, the recent introduction of machine learning languages in them has it has been helping to analyze the household and resources data, like income data, like in calorific values, intake of energies, and what if it is using like this what if logic. So introduction of this predictive analysis, it helps to forecast or predict the future happening, like what will be happening. So all these things what helps us with in us in such a manner that we can already look forward that what will be happening, or what may be the predicted outcome of our research or ongoing projects. And along with that, we can, like this is a sort of monitoring, ongoing monitoring, so we can modulate or like moderate or any kind of modifications if we want to bring in our like project or like research, we can do that in the real time also. So it's not like that after having the data and after analyzing it, we can then only think that, okay, it was the problem we had to modify it with this particular thing. So in this sense, AI is helping in the advisory services. Now, These are some of the core roles of AI in advisory domains. So, if we go in the domain of nutrition and health advisory, so the first one is precision nutrition. Like aspect, it is focusing on precise nutritional aspects. As I already mentioned in the previous example, this portion tracker, it is doing this. It is incorporate it has this incorporated ODK features, open data key, and along with that feature it is doing a great job. And in this nutrition and health field, the role of AI mainly comes in the predictive diagnostics, then visual dietary assessments. Now coming to the resource management and like consumer advisory, what role does this AI play? It plays a role in smart energy auditing, and the second role is financial literacy boards. Some we all know that nowadays we are well equipped with these chatbots. Like in many apps we can find these chatbots or automated feature. If we are having some problems, we just give our problems or feed our problems in that, and they automatically give some logics behind that and come out to some sort of options. So this is about these chatbots, and it can as in different apps it is having, it can also come in the financial literacy sector also, where if we have some any queries or problems related to economics or wealth of that particular thing, so we can feed there and we can clear our confusions. So this kind of advisory services in the domain of home science will help us in coming out with better solutions. And in family based resource managements also, these AI based tools are also having in virtual prediction models. Then it's internet of things, like how different things are connected with the internet and giving us our solution. So these all are helping us with making our jobs more easier and giving the solutions in a better way. Now here you can see these are some of the examples in Indian scenario, where it has given the detailed roles of AI. So first one is, if I talk about this language and communication in Indian scenario, recently we have, I think we all might have heard about this Bhashini app. It has been developed by Ministry of Information and Technology, and majorly what role it plays, that it gives the real-time voice translation in more than 22 languages, and it allows the extension workers to use one language, while the rural audience is they have their mother tongue in other language. So it's now, it won't be a problem with this Bhashini app, that if I know Hindi and I'm going to South India, where the majority of my respondents know Malayalam or Kannada, so that won't be any problem for me to interact with them or during building the rapport. Now the next one is, it has been recently discussed in our budget 2026-27, that is this Bharat Bistar by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Actually, this is a virtual integrated system, and it is a multilingual AI tool which integrates the agri stack. We all know now in India we are going through this digital agriculture mission, where AgriStack is an important component that gathers all the farmers' credentials and data in its portal. And so this Bharat Vistar, this AI tool, it has been incorporated along with this AgriStack to get the data in that AgriStack portal. Now coming to the next one, that is AI Sakhi, that is peer mentor AI. And what it helps to get the grassroots literacy. These AI boards, actually AI Sakhi means like friends in our like common language. So what it helps, these are AI chatbots specifically. So it train women in the rural areas, rural self-help groups for like their gathering. So they help the sakhis, that is the mentors, to teach the digital safety, finance, and like the another sector is health with the needing advantages. So these AI sakhis are also important in like rural areas where the self-help groups or like the farmer groups, farmer producer organizations, like they can also, if it is a women-based farmer organization, so they can like use this chatbot to get their like whatever confusions they are having to get it cleared with the help of this AI technique. Uh, Now coming to other one, you can see I have also mentioned like this Sabhasar. It has been developed by Ministry of like Panchayati Raj. The next one is Kishan E Mitra. It is also a AI chatbot like this AI Sakhis. And the last one is the Poshan Tracker, and it is a AI based module. So these are all about some of the AI-based tools which our government of India is using nowadays to facilitate the works and extension activities in the rural areas. And what I told, like a detailed example of digital agriculture mission. So actually it is having a conglomeration of different kind of AI, as I already mentioned. So first thing, it is having a farmers registry. So this farmers registry, it helps to recognize the particular farmer along with the detailed data it gets from each and every farmer. Then coming to the geo reference map, it helps to get the geo reference tracking of the field area or what is the farm size or where the farmer is actually staying. That is geospatial analysis is being done through that. And as I told, through this Bharat Vistar particular AI tool, like it has become a breakthrough in using these machine learning languages uh, in that digital agricultural mission, and it is mainly helping in breaking the languages. And coming to the Krishi DSS, that is Krishi Decision Support System. So this decision support system, how it is helping? It helps in doing the predictive analysis. That is like if we feed some data, so it can, along with this data, it can give us our future like forecast, like what if this kind of scenario is there, what will be the outcome. And then digital crop survey, which is an very important feature of this digital agriculture mission, because nowadays these farmers are getting incentives and as well as their insurance schemes are also there. So many a times what it happens that not feeding correct data or not giving correct information, like it creates a problem with our the policymakers and as well as with the end clients, that what is the actual scenario. So this digital crop survey, what it helps, that it helps us as well as the policymakers to know the what is the actual situation there, and what all crops actually they're growing and harvesting, and how then our these policies are helping the farmers. So now we all are using AI. Recently, it has become a boom, like in the agriculture and as well as home science domain also. But I will obviously say that it's not only advantages, there are a number of bottlenecks which are coming in front of us while using this kind of AI tools or trackers. So the first one is like garbage in and garbage out. So GIGO, that is what it's saying. It's saying that AI accuracy is entirely, it depends that how researcher or like who is handling that particular AI, how he or she is feeding the data. If wrong data is fed or inaccurate data is fed, obviously our outcome will be wrong. So this is a serious concern. So like before using any kind of AI for the household data analysis or like for advisory services, the prior thing is that he or she should get trained with handling this app. Means this kind of tools should be handy and that particular resource person should have proper knowledge of that particular AI tool also. Otherwise, it will be a serious concern, because we will be having some data, but that data will not give us the actual figure. Now, the second thing is that connectivity and digital divide. Like the rich becomes richer and the poor becomes poorer. So what it happens many times, the initial establishment costs of this AI, because as I already showed you earlier, that some of the tools, they are not free of cost. They are like having some charges, or they are means we need to subscribe them, or our institute needs to purchase them. So many a times what happens, because of the budgetary issues, we are not able to do that, and that creates a divide between like who all are able to have that thing and who all are not able to have that thing. So connecting to the last mile, we have to ensure that we all know that AI helps in reaching the last mile connectivity, but prior to that we have to ensure this kind of digital divides should be narrowed down. Now coming to the third challenge or bottleneck is that data privacy or ethics, and it is a serious concern, because nowadays using this AI like everywhere, like most common example is using the chat GPT. Nowadays students are using many times for data analysis and for everything, so we are feeding our data into that. So whether that data is secured properly or not, or whether we as an individual are means checking the settings properly or not, so that kind of thing is a serious concern. So before using all these AI driven tools, we have to go through the terms and conditions properly, and then we have to, like if there is a need to change the settings, or like privacy of data, we need to do that check. So we need to do that prior to feeding our data. Now coming to the fourth one is economic viability check. Like this AI tools, like these focusing tools or predictive models may give some kind of analysis, but what it happens, like these kind of solutions are not economically viable, like economically viable for use in practical scenario. So these kind of things also we have to keep in check. Then de-skilling of extension workers, like many times it's happening that since we are too much dependent on this AI, that like I told that we are not doing any kind of manual or pen paper mode of data collection if we are using Kobo toolkit. So that is also not true. What we have to do, we have to go in a middle way or middle path, use the AI, but also use our thinking also properly and creativity also properly, because sometimes many things these AI tools cannot catch, or they will just skip it out. So what we feel important, we always need to incorporate or jot it down in our own personal diary or data, whatever things we are carrying with us during the survey. So that particular thing is very much needed. So these are all some of the bottlenecks or challenges that AI is having in the discipline if we are using it in the extension discipline. So what we have to do, like AI is the engine, and these extension professionals, obviously we can't skip them or we cannot rule out them. They are the steering wheels. So we have to keep a model, that is man in the loop model. That is, we cannot skip AI, we cannot skip man. So everything should be in a loop, and then only this use of this technology will be a successful one, like in any discipline, may it be our extension discipline or may it be any other discipline also. So that's all about today's lecture. Thank you, everyone.